Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Buddy Matthews has reacted after Rhea Ripley's match at WrestleMania 41. The Eradicator's husband gave her a new nickname after her incredible effort against Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Ripley, Belair, and Sky went back and forth in the opening match of Night 2 of WrestleMania 41. Sky walked in as the champion and successfully retained her title after pinning Belair. During the match's closing moments, Sky hit her signature moonsault from the top rope after Belair hit the KOD on Ripley. On X, Matthews called Rhea Ripley Mrs. WrestleMania after her valiant performance in the Triple Threat Women's World Championship match. Weeks before WrestleMania 41, Rhea Ripley lost the WWE Women's World Championship to Io Sky. She had earned herself a rematch for the title with Bianca Belair as the special guest referee. Unfortunately for the Eradicator, she was unsuccessful in regaining the title on Monday night and found herself in a triple threat situation on the grandest stage of them all. Despite the loss for Ripley, she wasn't pinned in the outcome of the contest and could challenge for the title once again. WWE's plans for Ripley could be revealed on the upcoming edition of Monday Night Raw. WrestleMania 41 was meant to be Rhea Ripley's coronation. A hard-fought reign as the Women's World Champion, countless successful defenses, and the unshakable aura of dominance had all led to this grand stage. Fans expected her to walk out of Allegiant Stadium with her hand raised and gold still draped over her shoulder. But the night didn't go as planned. After 21 minutes of physical storytelling and brutal exchanges, Rhea Ripley lost her title in what many are calling the upset of the decade. The shock rippled through the crowd. There was no interference, no controversy. Just one miscalculation, one devastating finisher, and a 3 count that felt like an earthquake to her supporters. Backstage, emotions ran high. Rhea, ever the stoic warrior, held it together in front of the cameras, but those close to her could see the cracks in her armor. Among them was her fiancé, star Buddy Matthews. Despite working for a rival company, Buddy had flown in the night before to be there for Rhea, just as she had supported him through his own wrestling highs and lows. He was in the locker room before she arrived, pacing, his jaw clenched, his phone buzzing every few seconds from both fan reactions and fellow wrestlers texting him. When Rhea finally stepped in, sweaty, bruised, and emotionally drained, Buddy walked straight to her. There were no words at first. He simply pulled her into a tight hug. Her forehead buried in his chest, the facade she held on so tightly during the walk backstage crumbled. A single tear escaped, just one. But it was enough. "You know what?" Buddy finally said, lifting her chin gently so their eyes met. "You're not just Rhea the Eradicator Ripley anymore." Rhea blinked, confused. "From now on," he continued, a small smirk curling on his lips, "you're Rhea the Reclaimer Ripley. Because I know damn well you're going to come back for what's yours, and you're going to take it harder, louder, and meaner than anyone expects." It wasn't just a sweet gesture. It was prophecy. Rhea scoffed at the nickname at first, but even she couldn't hide the way her lips twitched into a reluctant smile. "The Reclaimer, huh?" she said. "Sounds like something out of a Mad Max movie." Buddy chuckled. "Exactly. Apocalyptic. Feral. Unstoppable. Just like you." Within an hour, the moment went viral. A fan caught the audio from a hallway where Buddy whispered the nickname to Rhea and uploaded it with the caption, "Buddy Matthews giving Rhea the nickname the Reclaimer after her loss is the realest moment of Mania weekend." The clip caught fire on social media. #The Reclaimer trended worldwide. Later that night, Buddy took to Instagram and posted a black and white photo of Rhea from the match, bloodied lip, mascara smeared, but eyes full of fire, with a caption that read, "Champions lose. Legends reclaim. Rhea the Reclaimer Ripley isn't done. She's only getting started." Within minutes, top stars from both WWE and were commenting. Becky Lynch left a flame emoji. Bianca Belair posted, "Y'all better not let her reclaim too hard." Dominic Mysterio commented simply, "Law Mommy 2.0. Rhea herself stayed silent for most of the night, but the next morning, she posted a photo of herself standing outside the stadium, no belt, no smile, just fire in her gaze. The caption read, "The Reclaimer has awoken. See you soon." Fans flooded the comments. The loss that once felt like heartbreak had now turned into anticipation. Everyone knew Rhea Ripley wasn't going to fade away quietly. If anything, this loss was the kindling to reignite an even more terrifying version of her. Back in the couple's hotel room, Rhea sat on the edge of the bed, scrolling through the social media explosion her new nickname had caused. She looked over her shoulder at Buddy, who was lying back against the pillows, one hand behind his head and the other scrolling through his own feed. "You realize you've created a monster, right?" she teased, raising a brow. Buddy smirked. That monster was already in there. I just reminded her who the hell she is. "The Reclaimer," she repeated, almost tasting the words. "It kinda sticks, doesn't it?" "It should," he said. "Because what you lost last night isn't just a title. It's a mission now. And you? You don't stop until missions are complete." Their dynamic, already beloved by fans, was now supercharged by this shared moment of vulnerability and empowerment. Interviews and podcast invites began pouring in. WWE leaned into it as well, officially referring to her as the Reclaimer on Raw and releasing new merch just 48 hours later. But to Rhea, the nickname wasn't about branding. It was about revenge, redemption, and rising from the ashes. WrestleMania 41 might have been the end of one era, but thanks to Buddy Matthews' perfectly timed words, it was also the beginning of something bigger. And when Rhea Ripley finally walks back into that ring, with fire in her eyes and the words "The Reclaimer" etched into her gear, the entire WWE universe will know. The storm isn't over. It's only just begun. Buddy Matthews sends a message after Rhea Ripley adopts a son and becomes his mommy. Rhea Ripley has had quite an eventful WrestleMania weekend so far, including her becoming a new mommy after signing an adoption paper. The WWE superstar's real-life husband, Buddy Matthews, reacted to the interesting turn of events with a short message on social media. Rhea Ripley will be in action at WrestleMania 41, where she will face Bianca Belair and Io Sky in a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. The WWE superstars have been in Las Vegas for the last couple of days for the Showcase of Immortals, with various events lined up for them. At one such fan event, a fan asked Ripley to sign his adoption papers and become his mommy. The former Women's World Champion obliged the fan's request, and even gave her new son a hug. Buddy Matthews played along on the joke as he reacted to the clip of his wife adopting a son. He replied with a short message on X, formerly known as Twitter. The star noted that now they have someone who will look after them when they are old. "He's old enough that if he breaks the law it falls on him and not us. Now we have a son to look after us when we're old." Buddy Matthews posted an appreciative message for Rhea Ripley ahead of WrestleMania 41. Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley made their relationship public in 2022, though they had been dating before that. The duo have been by each other's sides over the years and got married last year in June. Buddy and Rhea have also been faring well in their professional careers. While the male superstar is a prominent member of the roster, Mommy is set to walk into one of the biggest matches of her career as she will look to reclaim the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41. Rhea Ripley has also been very supportive of her husband and even paid a tribute to him last year by wearing similar makeup as Buddy Matthews. The pair often shares heartwarming pictures of themselves on social media. With the lights of WrestleMania 41 looming on the horizon and the WWE universe buzzing with anticipation, one quiet yet powerful voice broke through the noise: Buddy Matthews. The star and real-life husband of WWE's Eradicator Rhea Ripley, took to social media to pen a heartfelt tribute that melted the hearts of fans across the wrestling world. In a deeply personal Instagram post featuring a candid, black and white photo of Rhea lacing up her boots backstage, Buddy poured out his admiration, appreciation, and unwavering support. "You've fought, clawed, and conquered your way to the top," he began. "No one handed you anything. You built this with fire in your lungs and ice in your veins." Rhea Ripley, who has become one of the most dominant and compelling forces in WWE, is scheduled to defend her Women's World Championship on the grandest stage of them all. But WrestleMania 41 isn't just another title defense. It's a culmination of grit, sacrifice, and unapologetic intensity. And Buddy, once a WWE star himself and now thriving in it, knows the weight of that spotlight all too well. "You're not just a champion in that ring," his message continued, "you're a champion in life. Your discipline inspires me. Your heart humbles me. And your strength, my God, your strength, it moves mountains." Fans flooded the comments with reactions ranging from teary-eyed emojis to thank yous for showing a softer side of a relationship often shielded from the public eye. While both Matthews and Ripley are known for their fierce personas, their private love story has remained mostly under wraps, until now. This gesture, however, wasn't about headlines. It was about love. A quiet kind of love that had bloomed amidst steel chairs, long tours, and endless training days. A bond forged not in candlelit dinners, but in late-night workouts, FaceTime calls from different continents, and words of encouragement exchanged before title defenses and after painful losses. "You've shown the world that power can be elegant, and elegance can be devastating," Buddy wrote, referencing Ripley's iconic blend of punk rock energy and brutal technical ability. "You don't just walk into that arena, you haunt it. You own it. And this Sunday, you're going to remind the world why they call you the Nightmare." This WrestleMania is particularly emotional for Ripley. For the first time, she enters the show of shows not as a rising star or underdog, but as the measuring stick. The face of women's wrestling. And with challengers like Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and even a returning Charlotte Flair rumored to make an appearance in the match, the stakes have never been higher. Yet, through the pressure and the noise, Buddy's message acted as an emotional anchor. "You've sacrificed more than anyone knows. Sleepless nights, traveling injuries, long distances. But through it all, you never lost your edge. You never gave in. I'm proud of you, not just because of what you've achieved, but because of who you are when no one's watching." He concluded the post with a line that went instantly viral: "WrestleMania may be about legacies. But you, Rhea, are already my forever." The response from fans, fellow wrestlers, and even wrestling legends was overwhelming. Natalya reposted the tribute on her story with a simple heart. Damian Priest commented, "Real recognizes real. You two are unstoppable." Even Triple H liked the post, further fueling fan excitement over Rhea's looming legacy. For Ripley herself, the tribute didn't go unnoticed. Just hours later, she shared the post to her own Instagram story with a single caption, "This one's for you." It was followed by a photo of the two holding hands backstage, Rhea in full gear, and Buddy in street clothes, the kind of quiet, unfiltered moment that speaks volumes more than any promo ever could. Their relationship, long speculated and only recently confirmed, represents something unique in the wrestling world, a true partnership, where each one lifts the other higher, regardless of company or brand loyalty. And now, as Ripley prepares to walk through the curtain at WrestleMania 41, knowing millions will be watching, she won't be walking alone. She'll be carrying the weight of dreams, of expectations, but also the warmth of that message. The security of knowing someone's in her corner, not because she's the champion, but because she's his champion. The WWE Universe now waits with bated breath. Will Rhea Ripley retain her title and further solidify her legacy as the most dominant female superstar of her generation? Or will the tides of fate turn? No matter what, one thing is clear: she has already won something far greater than gold, a love that transcends the ropes. And as WrestleMania 41 unfolds, fans will cheer, cry, and gasp. But somewhere backstage, or maybe even from the crowd, Buddy Matthews will be watching with pride, eyes locked on the woman he called his forever, knowing that no matter the outcome, Rhea Ripley's fight, fire, and fury have already carved a place in history. Because sometimes, the fiercest warriors are the ones who fight with love in their corner.